A very good afternoon to one and all. Today I am going to discuss you something about road geometrics. What are road geometrics? Road geometrics are nothing but the elements that we are going to see physically available on the road surface. So naming a few, there are different types of road geometrics. Naming a few, the number one is camber, super elevation, side distance, curves, and right of way. So what is camber? Camber is a cross slope or a slope that is being provided at the cross section of the road. The main objective of providing this camber is to sheet off the rainwater that would be coming upon rains or any other leakage. See, we don't want to have a direct contact of water with the road surface. Why? Because the surface of road gets very eroded if it directly comes into the contact of water for a longer duration of time. So on an instance when the water comes onto the surface of road, we want it to flush it off as soon as possible. This is where we provide camber. So camber not only provides a slope for sheeting of the water, also it gives an aesthetic look if you see the road on a very large scale. The next road geometric feature that comes into picture is super elevation. What is super elevation? Super elevation is something that we see on the turnings of the road. If you could observe, the outer edge of the road is somewhat at higher level than the inner surface at the turnings. What happens when you turn a vehicle, especially if you are traveling in a car, you can observe it. When you are taking a turn, what happens means your inner wheels will be facing a lot of pressure when compared to external wheels. What happens is external wheels comes into the air. I mean, some portion of your external wheel will be into the air, it won't be into the contact of the road surface. So this is where a super elevation comes into picture. What happens, when the outer edge of the wheel is in air, it exerts an enormous pressure on the inner wheels. Also, it exerts some sort of pressure on the road surface. Apart from this, it creates a danger to the traveler. What happens at the turning? At the turning, centrifugal force comes into picture and it tries to push out the vehicle, push away the vehicle, leading to accidents. So in order to avoid this, the outer surface of the road is raised with reference to the inner surface of road, so that the complete surface of tire is in contact with the road surface. Once it is in complete contact with the road surface, the centrifugal force will not act into picture. If it is going to act also, it will be counteracted by the contact surface of the tire. Next is the side distance. It is the total stretch of the road that comes into the vision of a driver once he is onto the road or when he is traveling. It depends upon the type of road that we are taking. For state highway, it is something 1 kilometer. For international highway, it is a bit large. And talking about the types of side distances, we have three types of side distances. One is stopping side distances. That means what is the minimum amount of distance that a driver needs for stopping a vehicle once he sees an emergency. Intermediate side distance is defined as twice the stopping side of distances. Once if he feel very emergency, then it is required. Then comes the overtaking side distance. What is the amount of distance that a driver needs to overtake a vehicle when he feels that the overtaking is very important for him. The next important feature comes to the curves. As we generally see that curves are required. Why? Because the alignment of road is not same at all times. You may encounter some sort of rivers, mountains, or different things that may come across the planned alignment of the road. Now it is not possible for me to run a road by removing that obstacle. I mean, the obstacle can be a temple, it can be a mosque, it can be an historic place, or different things. So you need to change the alignment of road. So the straight path, now it changes its alignment. So what is that? It changes alignment. So at that particular junction, we introduces a curve. So curves changes the alignment of road very beautifully and very conveniently. So curves are required to change the direction of the straight to a particular angle, so that the alignment is overcoming the obstacles. Now next comes the right of way. See, right of way is the amount of or the stretch of the land that is kept either side of the road for its future expansion. What happens, today we are having some two lanes of road. Down the time, some few years later, amount of traffic may go up, so the carriageway becomes deficient in handling the volumes of the traffic. So in that case we ought to extend the roads. So if you are going to have a sufficient land on either side in the name of right of way, then only you can develop the road or you can extend the road. So thank you. This was your different cross-sectional elements or the road geometrics that would have been seen. In the next coming videos, we will see some more further. Thank you.